because I'm punished or anything. Because God is still refining me so that I can be able to carry the load that comes with those blessings. Toms, I love you too, my babes. I love you too. Like now I realize I was never ready. I was never ready for the blessings that I kept asking for. I was never ready. The delay was actually protecting me. The delay was for my good. Because God is always on time. God is intentional. He's not like that, like us. He's not impulsive. God is not impulsive. Wait on God. Manje ngilindile. I wait on God. Guys. And once you understand God's modus operandi, you then understand what ubi season EP currently in your life. You understand good, okay, fine, this is pruning season. You understand good, fine, this is the season where I receive my blessings. And you know in that season of receiving blessings that the devil is going to try and have you self-sabotage so that you can miss out on your blessings. And you are aware, you are woke, and you know when the devil tries you, you know that, oh, it means I'm close now, and I'm not gonna allow that. You react different because you know. Because you know, Uguti, this is Katsakon. It's Katsakon. Someone said yesterday, Uguti, they left their job because of the challenges of M17. And I actually wanted to tell them, Uguti, you were not supposed to leave. You were not supposed to leave because of that. Guys, you need to understand how it works. When you understand how it works, then you know how to react to it. You can't just leave him 7 every day and say, I found peace. Mina, I'd rather not have peace because because of what I am chasing and what I am about to receive from God and where I am going with God. I'd rather not have it. All I'm going to do is just learn how to react to situations that Satan is going to place me in. Because why uye kumsebenzi unje uhleli kanje ukuthi uthole promotion, Satan uyakwazi ukuthi give up kanjani, uyakutriggera kancane. You understand? Kanje umela ki promotion yakho la, ki promotion yakho umela ki business lakho ukuthi uthole funding la, for someone to come and invest in your business, for you to get that big order ki business lakho ila, then you give up because you are so obsessed with peace. You don't grow good peace. You do not grow good peace. You must go through the fire. The blessings are there. The fire. Obsession here in peace is the reason why. But the reason why. Ask God for peace. And you see what you why we not peace? Because you turn offense. You turn offense, not you offense yenza. You offense. I want peace because you are sitting ula who offended. There's a video that I saw on my Explore where this lady was talking about how the devil just sends you different situations, triggers, and then he studies your reaction to the triggers. To the trigger, like and he watches ukuthi iyiphi that offends you the most. And then uyabona ukuthi okay fine, if I tell her ukuthi, for example, if I tell her ukuthi her body is this and this and that, she gets triggered. If I tell her that English yakhe is not perfect, she gets triggered. If I tell her this and this and that, she gets, oh, okay, fine. Every day. He knows you now. He knows Guti. To get her offended so that I was ugmisa out on her blessings. I was ugmisa out on this and that God has planned for her. Just do this. Do this. Guys, we are offended because, and the reason why it's a sin is because offender ukuthi umuntu akutshela ukuthi sorry, you are this and this and that. Awuzazi when offend ukuthi you are trying so much to appeal to the world. If you are like uNkulunkulu uyangazi, if you are like uNkulunkulu uyangazi, ngimtholile lo yamuntu guys. Zonjela one day ukuthi wenzeni. But if you know yourself, why are you offended? If you know that God knows you, why are you offended? Have you watched your situation get worse because you're trying so hard to convince the world that you are not this, you are that? Guys, mina, the minute you try and convince the world that you are not that, the situation is even worse because God is like, okay, why are you so bothered? I know you. If people say you don't have a good heart, I know you. I know you. I know you. No, you're not smart because you don't, because your English is like this and that. You know that you are smart. God is like, you know this. But you are offended whenever you like appealing to the world. You like that. You are obsessed with that. You will never tap into the things God wants you to tap into if you are that person. God needs to remove that layer of you trying to please the world every day and trying to appeal and trying to show them that you are this and that. God doesn't care about Wutibati now. Your blessings are not going to be stopped because and no, He knows you. Your blessings will be are going to still be released on time. Oh, they're going to destroy my business. No, they are not going to destroy your business. God knows, but you are not guilty of that. He's not going to allow it. But we are penika, and the more you try to explain yourself, the more the problem because you're trying to explain, you're trying to fight them, you're trying to convince them why. Why? Hlala phansi relax. Hlala uphole. Hlala uphole. And watch him fight for you. Watch him take you out of izinto zonke lezo. Himself. He's going to do it for you. Because he is faithful. It is not your duty. It is not your job. You are exhausted because you are fighting things that you shouldn't be fighting. Ukhathele. Validation is the reason why we are not where we are supposed to be. Validation is the reason why we are not there. Validation is the reason why we are not there. Our blessings aboshiwe. Our blessings abanjiwe because we are not ready for them. We still care so much about the world. Blessings are not in safe hands if that is the case. Uyabona into ihamba kanjalo. Get to a point where everything is uNkulunkulu uzodila nayo. Now ilife yami peaceful. God uzodila nayo ngesikhathi sakhe also. I'm not saying God dila nalento and then tomorrow I'm just checking up on ukuthi blaba bakhuluma ngami bayapunishwa. No. If he wants to punish them or do whatever in 3 years, I don't care. Mina ngifocusile ngiyekele indaba ezandleni zakhe. He is ijustice yaNkulunkulu iyayenzeka guys. Just rush it. Uyazi thina sazi lutho. We know nothing. We know nothing. We try to convince ourselves to see smart. We think everything that's happening in our lives is because of how intelligent we are, how this and that and that. Guys, okay, fine, let me tell you, you can be smart, sharp, but there's other doors. Have you realized? I don't know, but kunabantu abazi ukuthi ba smart, but they don't get the things that they think they deserve. Because there's uber smart, then there's God's favor being on top of that. You understand? Smart, intelligent, clever girl, then God's favor it. Kunabantu ba smart, ba intelligent, they can't open doors because umnyango loyo uvula God's favor. Umnyango loyo awuvuli clever girl, you're intelligent. No. What we need to chase and what we need to always stress about is the favor still resting on me? Is the favor still there? Because when the favor is there, I am safe. If God's hand is still there and I am safe, I am safe. Like, sometimes you'll ask yourself, so-and-so doesn't have the qualifications that I have. Guys, there's people that go into interviews and they're like, I have this and this and that and that. I'm going to get this job. God, it is not your job. It is not your job. Uzoza omunye with less than what you have. Can't favor their either. Imbathe kanje. Their favor. Sebenza uthole uye sana. know? And also, let me tell you a story also about rejection, since we were talking about that. We need to be okay with rejection. Sometimes we self-sabotage after rejection. After getting rejected somewhere, we start self-sabotaging. Oh, God doesn't see me. Oh, God is not God. Oh, God hates me. Oh, God is not showing up for me. Then you start doing just easy and self-sabotaging. There's something that I wanted a few months back, and it didn't happen. And I thought that it's not happening because the person who's supposed to approve it hates me or doesn't like me. Then now recently I started speaking to the person and I realized this person is very nice and they actually do like me. And I'm like, imagine if I got offended to a point where now I'm blocking this person because I feel, oh, I'm doing this and that, or I'm being a mean girl. Sometimes also your destiny helpers, uNkulunkulu akabavezi nje, where they just come in as destiny helpers right away. God brings them in a funny situation that is going to test you first to see if you are going to send them back or you are going to be mature enough to know Uguti. Not to know, actually. You're going to be mature enough to just sit still in the situation, not allow God to be God, and not allow rejection to make you miss out on my blessings. Tomorrow you're suffocated by fear. Oh, anxiety. That you are. Guys, one thing life has taught me, Gucci. But bright stars, don't you survive monthly like we are survivor? We are July, you had these problems, and then but God is like, okay, August, then you get to August, then July in you all survive because of you are smart and solving problems, or God is still God. You still manage to pay salaries, you still manage to pay for your warehouse, for your office, for stock, for everything. You still manage to pay something, still manage to do it. You're not doing it because of utlakaniphile. You are doing it because God is still showing you good. He is present. He is present. When it comes to businesses, guys, especially businesses that are there to change lives, those businesses are always going to be under attack. Those businesses are going to be under attack. Businesses where other people's blessings are connected to that business. The success of that business means other people are going to also be successful, or other people's lives are going to be changed because of the success of that business. Those type of businesses will always be under attack. If you chose that type of business, and you'll always be in